Alrighty. Let's just make sure everything's working. I haven't forgotten any major steps like I always do. No, everything seems fine. And there we go. So, because I'm running out of things to replay at this point, I'll just be playing Chidori. I've got some camos to grind for the Japanese 3.7 lineup, and I still need to get some torpedo kills as well, which might be easier with the B7 rather than the Chidori itself. But oh well. Let's just jump straight into it. Still got quite a ways to go with Chidori's camo as well. And the one I'm currently using is a user-made one on War Thunder Live. Although I've forgotten the name of it. No, well, not that important. And on to the first match we go. And we start off with one of the worst maps for frigates. S147 is a bit of a down tier. That's a down tier. That's 2-7. Okay, this might actually be decent. I did see an Albatross pop up, and I think that's 3-7 as well, if that's a German one. Let's see what this match will be like. Hopefully not too many enemy destroyers. There's one Leopard, which I might be able to deal with. There's a T-22 and a Leopard. That'll be a bit more difficult. Just hope they don't spot me. Yeah, there's a sample. 3 enemy destroyers, and my team has just me. Not an auspicious start. Just keep a low profile, and as soon as one of them starts shooting, we shoot back. Got a Whitby with me, that's nice. Ideally I want to deal with this T-22 first, because I might be able to American. Oh, that's an enemy frigate. Let's just start shooting first then. As weird as it may sound, I haven't actually been too preoccupied with the event yet. So I haven't experienced too much of it. That was a really good hit. If I could get a second hit in the same area, I might be able to detonate the T-22. Okay, just a little bit lower. Come on. I am almost into cover, however. 25 are opening up on something, but I think it's far enough away for it to not be a problem. That, however, is a problem. I would much prefer my 25 shoot at that thing first rather than anything else. Any torpedoes in the water? Not that I can tell, but it's dangerous. So this turn to make sure, but I didn't see any enemy torpedoes. Now get into behind one of those. Oop, there we go. Finally hit the ammo. And now we need to get behind these cargo ships. Getting matches with a lot of coastal vessels is actually good for me, because I need damage done. Coastal vessels do rack up damage quite quickly. It seems my team is just wiping up the enemy coastals before I can even get close. Good there. Russian torpedo boat. When dealing with these faster torpedo boats, the 25s are much easier to use than the 120s. I'm down to squad up, sure. Fair warning though, I am playing the Chidori, and that will definitely get me salty at some point. Because I do not like this ship at all. I saw him launching the torpedoes. I'm going to turn in to make sure I don't get hit by the torpedo. Enemy aircraft, several. Helldiver with a torpedo, that's not the biggest threat. What's the other aircraft? That is a bigger threat. TBF with a closed bomb bay. He's not going for me though, which is useful for me. That guy is definitely going for me with a torpedo. Main guns will not get on target. 25s, do your job, please. There you go, main guns, torpedo still on him, but I'll just turn in case. More aircraft incoming, maybe, who knows. That's a Itsuchi, I need to snap. Yeah, no, this thing is literally a Mutsuki but worse in every single situation. Because it is half a Mutsuki at a higher battle rating. I genuinely do not like this ship, but it is it's next up to get a camo for. I'd rather get the worst ships out of the way first, and I'm undershooting like awful. Just hit the engine, please. Now, lucky for me, I do actually like these guns, but that's going to be awful because I don't have to have the maneuvering space. Come on, accelerate, accelerate. Luckily, I don't know what this guy is doing with his torpedoes, but they're not great. They're incredibly slow. The second torpedo, however, there. Can I stop in time? I cannot stop in time. I'll eat that one on the bow. And into my ammunition. Still, 10,000 damage done is actually not bad for the Chidori. Not bad at all. And now to progress the torpedo task a bit, let's spawn in a plane. Also, I do like the 120. The Japanese 120 is actually a fairly decent gun for this battle rating. Having only two of them though is a bit... not the greatest reload either. As you can tell though, it does great against aircraft and coastals. But not so much against actual blue water vessels. Yeah, well, I am. It is, I do like using my streams as a good excuse to play stuff I do not want to play. So I'm going after this Leopard because he's alone. The Leopard has two 20mm anti-air guns, that I should be careful of. Luckily their belts should be fairly small and the reload fairly long, so just wiggle up and down a bit. He's going slow, torpedo lead a bit, and off we go. That torpedo was good enough. I almost thought it would be hitting the water way too late for it to arm, but still good. And we just keep going. think it'll be pretty difficult for our team to lose this, but I probably should get in the Isuzu after this. When I get shot down. To be fair though, I don't really care about winning or losing at this point, I just need to get damage done and gather some score for the event. So winning or losing does not matter. Just put this bird down without too much hassle. And get ourselves another torpedo. Getting a bit too hot, I think. But oh well. Still got some runway to spare. Now we wait to get rearmed. Probably not enough time left in this match for me to actually torpedo another ship, but oh well. Let's see what happens.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Yeah, there's definitely not enough time left for me to reach another target. I'm most certainly looking forward to getting the Amagi, although I've been reading and slash hearing a lot that it's just modeled completely incorrectly. Somebody actually recently linked me an article to it. So it's in Chinese and the automatic translation of web pages is not entirely accurate. So it's been a bit difficult to read through. But apparently there's a lot of modeling mistakes on the Amagi. Not that I particularly care about modeling mistakes, although some of them are kind of big. There we go, 3 more torp kills needed. And a good old 100,000 more damage. Which is only 10 more of the matches we just had. But oh well. Who was it that wanted the squad Vager? There we go. But yeah, to highlight something real quick. So the Chidori, and first and foremost I need to equip my flag on it. There we go. So if you haven't noticed, the Chidori has 2 120s. Right, so one here and one here. And has 2 torpedoes. It is 3-7. Mutsuki is 3-3 with twice the main armament and 6 times the amount of torpedoes, and they're better torpedoes as well. Oop, thank you for the subscription, but I didn't quite catch the name in time, but thank you nonetheless. But yeah, 3.3, twice the main armament, 6 times the torpedoes. It doesn't have the 25s, but it's also faster. Then you have Momi, which has an extra gun, only twice the torpedoes, but still 3-3. And then Chidori, 2 guns, 2 torpedoes, 3-7. That is the main reason why I don't like it. I do not understand why it's 3-7. Yep. It's strange. I will say the amount of 25s it has is nice for defending itself against aircraft. 6 singles and 2 duels is plenty. But that's no reason to put it at 3-7. I mean, yeah. But the thing is, there's few frigates where you can literally do a 1-to-1 comparison with the blue water vessels. Which with Chidori you just can, because it is just like a slightly, well, not even slightly worse Mitsuki at a higher battle rating for no apparent reason. That too. SKR7, full up tier, who would have guessed? I don't remember when I picked up this camo for the Chidori, but I quite like it. Just one of the Wars on the Live camos, and I forgot to check the name for it again. And now we just, just wait whilst I sail into combat. Not quite sure what my game plan is on this map really, in this kind of frigate and up tier. I think ideally you'd actually sit behind an island and just hope somebody pushes into my torpedoes. But 2 torpedoes isn't quite enough to guarantee a torpedo kill even at super close range. No enemy destroyers spawned at their 4 spawns, except for this Impetuoso. Well, he didn't seem to have spawned at 4 spawn either. And we might as well take some shots at it. Not the only guy shooting him anyways. I see what looks to be a Freccia. Oh no, it's a Vosper. Alright. And I switched my shells just as I was about to be reloaded, didn't I? Darn it. And a PR-26 just clean up the Vosper.
Somebody attack him!
There is a few enemy destroyers over there now. Kind of out of my effective range though. I could shoot at them, but I highly doubt I'll hit anything. So let's just keep a closer eye on whatever's in front of me. Okay, brains are doing funny business. Let's see if we can hit this leopard, while keeping that Impetuoso in the back of our mind. He's traveling. No, he is traveling that way. I can't shoot him now. Enemy aircraft. Well, do. I'm going to keep my gunners on both surface and air targets, just in case there's a coastal vessel that feels brave enough. How does this set get torpedoed by a PT-200? Those earlier American PT boat torpedoes are not fast. Also, that is now definitely a big threat. So we need to focus for the aircraft. Which... Ah, that's not good. I'd really like if the Cadiz could shoot at the at Leopard right on its flank, but the Cadiz, can't expect too much from them. Aircraft is getting shot down, and I don't think it will reach me. It won't. Stuff. And I'm getting all lit up. The SKR, however, is a bit smarter, thank God. And will most likely wipe the floor of it. Leopard. There we go. A meekly 300 damage. But it's better than 0, especially in a full up tier like this. That's slightly worse. The Impetuoso being on that flank. Luckily I spotted earlier, meaning I can avoid it. Or at least try to avoid it. I'm flooding like crazy. Let's try and repair that. Impetuoso does not have exposed... Actually, the rear magazine on Impetuoso is exposed, or it seems like it. But will I be able to hit it? Of course, because frigates are coastal vessels, the secondary guns of all destroyers will just open up on them. Which is incredibly annoying. And I think I'll just get out of dodge. I'm not going to go in a direct gunfight with Impetuoso.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
And if Dispersion wants to work with me, I might be able to deal with this Albatross a bit. I think he's sinking, he is. And I managed to secure the kill. For another 500 damage. If even that. Heavily damaged Whitby. Almost forgot the name of that class. The thing is, me pushing up will expose me to the Impetuoso again, won't it? So I'll just keep on sailing maximum speed. There he is. Shell's just missing completely. Should probably look where I'm going and avoid the island a bit. I think the PT-314 might actually torpedo him. 25s are opening up against the Whitby because it is a frigate. You're opening up against aircraft, so let's let them focus up against aircraft solely, because I don't know what aircraft it is. Would-be's in cover. Apparently it's an FW-200. He's doing this clever thing and hiding with that amount of crew left, but I think I can still slap him. Can still sink him. I'm getting shots from the rear, which is less than optimal. I think the Whitby is now flooding. Fire the front gun again. I'm getting shot from the behind by a Leopard. Now my plan is going to be to push up and torpedo the Impetuoso. Because I think I might get a jump on him if he doesn't get torpedoed right there. He doesn't. Exposed torpedo tubes. He's accelerating, but he's just going to run into torpedoes from all sides. We launch one at the mark, we launch one behind because he might be decelerating, but nope, he just gets blown up. Now we're going to try and cap, but that's going to be unlikely. Unless I can just stay alive, so let's just not repair. Stay in the cap. Just to earn a bit more score. You have flooding. HE is loaded. Now let's repair again.
We're controlling most of the zones.
The AA guns are operational once more. There are several enemy coastals which I can farm for damage, if I can actually hit them. Now we switch to the 25s because they're way more reliable at dealing with coastals at this range. I do hear an aircraft, but I think it's a friendly. If it isn't, oh well. That's an easy few thousand more damage. There is an enemy aircraft up, and he got shot down by my anti-air gunners. Also, the 25s do work pretty well as anti-aircraft guns. It's still not a reason for this thing to be 3-7. Something's on B. What is on B? I think it might be... Oh boy, I can actually detonate it. It is in a good angle towards me where I can actually detonate it. If my dispersion cooperates with me. That's actually right about the right angle. But I'm being engaged by other stuff. And my guns are not poking hard enough into his magazines. What is the other stuff shooting me? Whitby and 2 destroyers. I am toast. I am just straight dead. I can still launch a torpedo, maybe, the yellow way. Nah, I just couldn't. Do I have enough spawn points for a plane? I should have. There we go. Eskimo and B got sunk by me somehow. Not entirely sure what I did to the Eskimo to sink him. Okay, so now we have to select targets. We are not flying at that cluster because that's just AA incarnate. That's kind of interesting, but I think it's already dead. Then we have the Alcyone, which is rapid fire 40 mils, which we don't really want to deal with. Probably the guy all the way in the back, but he's not really a valuable kill, is he? That's just unapproachable. As you can see, as a Stuka is trying to. Alcyone... maybe... I'm tempted to actually fly past the Alcyone and strike the guy there, but the problem is the Alcyone's anti-aircraft gun, of course, has the rearward firing arc. So I'll be in its firing arc the entire way, and there it is. So let's not... because 40 mils are scary. Anyways, let's start preparing for an attack, and we'll attack the guy in the back. 40 mil still opening up on me, and they shouldn't be too scary at this range, but still, a stray 40 mil can absolutely wreck me. Okay, speed and altitude are good. 40 mil still being scary. That is a leopard whose AA hasn't noticed me yet, I think. Or is occupied with something else. He's turning in towards me. Lead a little, and launch. And that's another dead leopard. And away we go. Just gonna see if I see any enemy aircraft, but I didn't think I do. The enemy is going to capture C. Unless our sole squad mate managed to wipe out their squadron. But I think that'll be it. It's very during Mitsuki. Good luck. I hope you managed to get some torpedoes away. I didn't see any fish in the water from here, up here at least. And they would have already hit, I think. There's 3 enemy destroyers on sea. I'm not going in there either, I think. And I didn't think any of our teammates are going to be able to survive their way to B. I could try and turn this around if I spawn in the Isuzu, but nah. I won't really be bothered. Yeah, I know. Not going anywhere near sea. B3 is trying. I think he might be able to get a strike off. And he didn't. The thing is, I do actually want to practice my torpedo runs a bit, and I think 3 AA destroyers might be a good practice run. Because what I've been doing to the Leopard, for example, is just I'm basically dropping the torpedo on top of him, which is not exactly how you're supposed to use the torpedoes. And again, I'm trying to torpedo bomb destroyers, which are a lot smaller and a lot more agile compared to cruisers or battleships. That's the Impetuoso, I believe, just lighting up its broadside. The guy in the back is a Clemson. And I think he's been left behind by his teammates. So that'll be a very, very good target. I think the LA-5 has noticed it as well. Okay, I need to line up a bit differently. The Impetuous is now opening up with his anti-air guns. So is the Clemson class. Just dodge. Pray to whatever god you believe in. You don't get hit by a 40 mil. Lead, drop, and get the hell out of dodge. And he'll dodge. Just by a hair. That's basically what happens when you try and torpedo bomb destroyers. Not often you see a Clemson that's actually awake enough to notice that he's getting torpedo bombed. But oh well. Would have been good lead at least. And let's see. A little bit more progress towards the Chidori camo. And only 2 more torpedo kills required. And also I completely forgot to track the next task. So let's keep an eye on that as well. And just keep going. Immediately find a match. Green Mountains Gulf is not terrible for a frigate. Not terrible at all. Ooh, some Gaijin employees. PT3 Marceau, Frunze. Lubeck is 4-3. Actually, no, is Lubeck 4-3? Or is it 4-0? I've forgotten. Marceau is, I think, a 4-3. Or is it also 4-0? I don't remember these things. But it doesn't seem like a full upgrade to me. So I'll leave the B point to the actually capable destroyers and frigates. And I'll just slink down towards the C point. Not often you see, been a while since I've seen Scarper and Bob D. Used to see them in Russian coastals the last time I saw them. I don't think I've actually ever seen them in blue water vehicles. Hello, Regardi. So it is a 4-3 match of PR206. I think it's just that, it's not a 4-7. It still doesn't help because it still keeps us in striking range of SKRs. Oh well. It seems Scarper is actually going to join me towards the sea point. And there you have people that do not realize they should choose a better spawn point. Although it's a decent... no, you just... yeah. There goes Bob D. Enemy Whitby class. There's a 206 on the sea point itself. I think I can actually... let's try and spray it down from range. There are a few hits in. And there is an enemy SKR. Lovely. Is me getting hammered by the SKR, I'm assuming? There it is. I am never going to survive this fight because it's an SKR. It seems to have fired through its ready rack. I am flooding to death. Let's do that first, because for some reason 76mm HE just punches holes into holes like it's nothing. And I think I'm gonna take the long way around this island. My bridge isn't repaired, that's why I'm turning like a brick. SKR seems to just be leaving me now. This is gonna be a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. This battle. And the aircraft up is a PE-8. Lovely. Well, load the HUTF and we'll do some manual gunnery, I think. Stagger our shots a bit. I think our Lubeck is tearing it apart though. Let's swap back to some normal shells for the main guns. And do whatever we can around this side of the map, I guess. And hopefully the P8 doesn't make it back to base, but I think it will. How annoying. Although, luckily for us, if the P8 does make it back to base, it will never gain the same amount of altitude. Unless it side climbs. Which it might. I hope it doesn't. What was that? It's an enemy... Enemy frigates, really? Ugh, and then a squad as well, lovely. That's not something I want to deal with at the moment. So I'll just get behind this island and hide. I'm aware I'm getting shot, but I should be getting into cover fairly quickly. No, it's you that's been shooting me in the flank, isn't it? It is, but luckily I'm just gonna ignore you. You are right in front. There you are. Don't think I've done much damage yet, have I? No, just 800 damage. SKR-7, killed our Lubeck. Because why wouldn't it? I'm locked onto something. I think the PT is going to make a corner around the island. Please do. Please give me free damage. Well, thank you very much for the free damage. Now, how am I going to deal with the 2 frigates and the coastal vessel on my left? I think... Do I have enough spawn points for a plane? I don't. But I guess I'll just go out and earn it. So I'm just quickly manually switched back to the... There's the coastal. which I would love to rip to shreds at the moment, but I can't really. Although I have. Good stuff. More free damage. I did see a bomber coming in. It is an F6F. This is all not good. Can't ammo-rack these frigates either. They can of course just mercilessly knock out my guns. There's another coastal vessel on my side, which I'll just rip to shreds real quick. There's several even. Even better. Again, at this point I don't really care about winning or anything. I'm dead anyways, I just want the damage for the camo grind. And there I go. With the F6F apparently just crashing into the ocean. Lovely. So let's see what is going on. There's no real enemy presence except for an SKR over at B. Which... yeah. There's a bunch of enemy presence over at C, although they are vacating the area. SKR at B has gone down. The two Akabonos, or Akazuchis, whichever they are sticking together. That's the PT, but I couldn't sink. The Whitby. The Whitby is alone. But the Akabonos are keenly aware of my presence and are willing to try and shoot me down VGVT. So that is not an area I'm going to try and get near. Hello there. I see a lone destroyer all the way over there. Might be an interesting target. Yeah, all of those frigates are just keenly aware of my presence, because all of them have air search radar. I do see another SKR, I think. Which could be an interesting target. But it's a bit of an awkward spot for me to try and get to. You know, the K2 is actually a pretty good choice in this current matchmaking. Because the frigates can't really deal with it adequately, and an SKR definitely can't. Unless you of course saturate all the hull segments. I still see the SKR. And I really do want to try and strike it. Going head on is an awful approach. But the SKR's main guns seem to be occupied by something else. But that's not to say they'll stay occupied, and it's just shooting into the ocean makes me think to switch to VT. It might not have. Oh well, might as well give it a shot. SKR seems to be unaware. Yep, its turret is still not looking at me. Torpedo away. It blew up the bow. That will cause some flooding, but didn't sink him. And now he's shooting me with all his guns, which might be very scary because that's 3-inch VT. And there I go. But it should cause him some flooding. Reduce his speed. Won't sink him though. Then I guess I'll just take out the big guns. With Isuzu. See what I can do with that. Okay, where are the enemies? Anything in line of sight of spawn? Not yet. That's the guy dropped, so he's not going to be too happy. 7 kilometers is a bit out of my comfortable firing range though. Let's leave it at that. Let the guns cool down a bit. and see where those enemy frigates are. Let's switch to air search radar. That's because it got away from me. GMS. Didn't think I'll have line of sight on it. Guys in front, okay. Seems like his magazine is poking ever so slightly above the waterline. Although I'm not sure if that's the magazine or just part of the ammo elevator. Where exactly is he? Right there. Okay, I see him now. Actually buying cover from him. Scarper's moving on to the B point with all his might. There we go. Where are the Akabonos? Enemy aircraft sighted, or it might be a rocket barrage. I think it was a rocket barrage. Oh well, if the Akabonos aren't showing themselves. Would be it is. Although, unfortunately for me, a Bowen would be is a bit of a tough target. There's Akabono shooting me. But I need to focus on his Whitby first. There we go. There's both of them. This is not good. Clemson also isn't helping. And did when did Scarper sink? Managed to lose our K2. Why are you still afloat? Looking at my guns. There we go. The other one is more injured, I need to focus it, but I'm definitely going to sink first. But I can at least take down one of them. I don't think you can actually ammo rack Akabono, so that's just going to be it. And there we go. I did the best I could. And even if I do use a backup, I'm not going to get anywhere in time. So I think... And yeah, they're capping the A point now, I'll just fly around, see what's up. What actually sank Scarper, though? That's what surprised me. The Whitby? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, Scarper's going for C, but no, didn't have anything fast enough. Yeah, well. Just a difference in ships, really. At least I am getting decent progress towards the Chidori camo. And we'll just keep going. When actually is the first camo for the Chidori? Never mind, I couldn't look it up. And it's Green Mountains Gulf again. But we can always hope for some better matchmaking. At least it isn't the same people. And I am taking Chidori first. Three 7. And I'm the only blue water spawn vehicle. At least for now. We'll lose all AI that's still spawning. Ideally I'd go fight other coastals, but on this map it's not really going to happen, I think. Nope, I'm going to fight other coastals. If there's another enemy blue water spawn, I can deal with it later. Or at least try to deal with it later. But now I'll just back up our team over at sea. Or attempt to. Yeah. The Chidori really isn't great. It looks... as with all Japanese ships, really, I love the look of the Chidori. Just a dinky little destroyer escort. It doesn't belong at 3.7, like at all. I would almost go as far as to say put it at 3.0, but nah, who knows. I think even 3.3 would just be a great upgrade for this thing. Okay, Buzzard, go to that PT boat before my shells could even land anywhere near it. And the enemy is indeed capturing C. Which means I might have a good chance of actually killing stuff. Need to put my gunners on all targets again.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
There is. I have seen an Asa go on the kill feed. There most certainly is an LCS somewhere over there. Not too scared of an LCS though. And I am actually within range of my 25s. C point. Ah. There is an enemy Clemson. But I am also not too concerned about Clemsons. But there's the LCS. Let's unmask both guns and get ready to fire. And just hit the lighthouse, I guess. And now let's unleash the 25s. While I still have them. Very hard to adjust these guns when you can't actually see them land. I think it's actually... should be within range. Clemson has revealed itself, as well as a Groza. Groza being the more annoying thing, because AI gunners on the 37s are opening up against us, including Vager. Clemson is within close range. I should probably probably try and deal with him first then. Since the grocer just hit itself from me. I do need to be careful about torpedoes, because people do know how to use them. Just farm some damage whilst I can. My guns are shooting at aircraft though, so I need to switch my 25s to that for the time being. So I need to be a little bit careful about the cross is going to be very annoying to me. I already know it. Just because of those 37s. I didn't really want to go for the cap because the the 111 is scaring me with its possible payload. So I can't sit still. Although my bridge being lost doesn't help with that. And there goes the Fritz axe. Okay. Fun stuff. Although I do think I claimed the 111 for myself, or was it somebody else that shot it down? No, I set it on fire. I am respawning the Chidori just because I want to do as much damage in it as possible. And my entire team's already gone. Amazing. Amazing. Yep. And there's an Isuzu on the enemy team as well now. The guy we sunk in the Asago is now an Isuzu. Lovely. Oh, let's try and go back to sea and see if we can sink the Groza and the Clemson. That's a Stuka. I thought it was a P-26 when I first saw it. That's actually scarier than I thought it was. And it is going to bomb me, isn't it? Come on, 25s, you're on a level 100 crew. Just shoot down the Stuka, please. Thank you. Please. Shoot down it. There we go. And it didn't drop its bomb. Thank God. And here's the Clemson. Which, because I had to turn my guns around for Stuka. Shooting first. Asking questions later. And there's the Isuzu. And I'm still being pelted by the Groza 37s. Because, you know, that thing can be a 3.0, but I can't. You know, I actually keep the HE loaded when dealing with the Groza. I think it'll be too great for effect.
Do something fast. The enemy will
Could have been shooting at the Clemson really, but... Need to be on the lookout for the cruiser.
Most of the zones are under enemy's control.
Right there. Barely damaged. And my dispersion is just not liking me. But then again, the Groza does have quite a low freeboard, making it a bit difficult to hit. At least I am within range of my 25s being able to open up on him. And they are loaded with AP shells, so hopefully they'll lose something against the Groza. Okay. And the server lag.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Those 37 really annoy me. And there goes the rear gun again. Not quite able to penetrate his armor with the 25s. So let's go for the magazine with the main gun. Come on, please. Come on, Japanese 120. You know you want to hit that ammo. And I'm sinking. I have been sunk by the Groza, but not before I am acted at least. God, I really don't like this thing. Now, I will spawn the... Please don't tell me spawn the backup. Oh, you spawned the 183. Yeah, this match is lost, because we'd had no blue water spawns other than me. Now, they didn't really have many blue water spawns either, but it's just that... yeah. They still have a team. We do not. And I'm going to name and shame this PTA 10 for just one death quitting. And a PTA 10. Yike. I guess I'll go for the Clemson, although I think that's the Isuzu behind. Isuzu has no AA gunners except for its main guns. So if it's distracted by my squad mate over there, I might be able to torpedo it with the little time that's remaining, but I don't think I will be. I'm going in quite fast, but too fast for a torpedo even. So slow down, and match is over. Would have had a good torpedo angle though, like a really good torpedo angle. And I did unlock the first camouflage for Chidori. But as an aside, Chidori, 3-7, 2 guns, some small anti-aircraft guns. The boat I was fighting, the Groza, 3.0, with 2 4-inch guns instead of 4.7-inch guns, 3 37s, 2 Dishkas, and then an extra torpedo. It's 3.0. Why does that thing get to be 3-0 whilst the Chidori has to be 3-7? Just why? Eh, well. We'll just keep on trucking with the Chidori. At least Isuzu should be a lot easier because it's actually a decent frigate. I've already done a lot for the Asago. Do need to do quite a bit more to get a naval star for today. And it's Green Mountains Gulf again. Now, which combination of frigates and destroyers will I run into this time that will just kill our entire team? Let's see, PJ2, 3-3, 3-3, that's kind of lower BR, might be a down tier. Sometimes Grafton is a 3-7. But yeah, sometimes I would love to like see a reason for vehicles being a certain battle rating. If they even have reasons for it sometimes. Because I'd like to speak to the person responsible for BR changes and ask them why Chidori is still a 3.7. Or Atlanta 5-3. But that's a different reason. I mean, I am complaining about the ship being 3-7, but I am not really performing too poorly in it. I think the last match I was actually top of the team, but then again, I don't understand why it's 3-7. But I do like the boat. I like the look of the boat. And if it wasn't for the BR, I would like the boat itself as well. But no, it has to be 3-7 for some reason. 204, is that a... I forget what BR the 204 is. Ooh boy, we're fighting our Navy guy. Is there a river? The river class frigate. Ah, you don't see too many of those around.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I'm not gonna shoot it because it's just too far out there. Darn. I was hoping I could sneak the kill on that. 204. Oh, a candid. That was in. Alright. Few armored boats around. I wouldn't mind trying to poke at them. 204 is kind of my greatest... Oh. Did the candid get artied? I get the feeling the candid got artied. There's a 204. Way over there. And the River Claws is shooting at me. Don't like this. Because the River Claws does outclass me as well in rate of fire by quite a lot. There's no Alwyn about, so this is a 4-0 match. overshooting by ridiculous amounts. There's a 40 around. There's also a barge. Where's the SF-40? Right front. In other words, perfect target practice for 120 mil HE. There we go. Elwyn is scaring me a bit.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
And my accuracy is not quite good enough to hit target that low in the water. That's what it is, I guess. Go. And the Isles has... Not the Isles, the river has found me again. Full speed ahead. And get to the next island to use its cover. Because I have been lucky that this river hasn't been the most accurate, but doesn't mean it's not going to change anytime soon. Hello, material. Get off my screen. And where is it? 204. Okay, I've lost both my main guns. And my bridge. Still paranoid about a 204. And I think I should, did I just kill you? Oh boy. For a second I thought that fishing boat was a coastal vessel.
Captured a zone.
And I almost went into brown alert. Armored riverboat. Excellent target for me to deal with, because I do have 120s. The Spey got sunk by VS-10, lovely. Can't see the riverboat through the smoke, so I'll just shoot the steamer first. That was the 204 player. No. There's the riverboat. And the riverboat is no more. Now back to anti-air duties for those 25s, because there's definitely some revenge coming in. 25s, please. Well, as a go it is to try and capture the sea point, I guess. Actually, that F6 app, isn't that the river class? That is the river class, isn't it? But, it is. Not quite sure what he had against me, but his tiny time attack was successful. Should have just probably manually switched to the 25s instead of trying to get the AI to shoot them down. But oh well. Yeah, I'm aware, but at the same time, I'm in it for the naval damage. In the kind of back of my head, I was fully aware that I was going to get bombed any second. So I was just in it to get as much naval damage done as possible. And now I'll just crawl my way to the sea point. What was that guy in the ship? Because I find it strange to just like spawn a ship, get 7 kills, and just be in an aircraft and disappear. PGO2, that explains it. Yeah. At least a twin boat cruise is still pretty nice against normal coastals. Once they get within line of sight. Yeah, these, hold on. Because there's no real expectation I'll actually hit anything with them. My favorite feature about Yasugo. The best part is that you fire them like 10 at a time. Also, did I just lock onto a 204 again? God damn it, I did. And he's within his optimum range, whilst I'm outside of it. Well, outside of my optimum range, I mean. That is no bueno. Yep, I am absolutely power cruising it towards the sea point. Yes, I have actually tested it as well, Tyrael. It's a bit whack. I do kind of understand the reasoning behind it. It's still weird. Yeah, I think that's exactly why they're removing it as well, because you could quote-unquote abuse it to tow slower ships. I mean, isn't that like kind of the point? Hurts a lot. And I think the 204 has noticed. Well, time to shoot back. And I'm dead. Because Yasugo is not a good ship. Not at all. A digi material. That's slightly poor timing, I guess. Okay, low cloud cover. Very nice. Enemy destroyer. I mean, leak? Do you mean... which one do you mean? Because I'm assuming you're talking about some of the French coastal boats. Ah, yeah, that thing. I've vaguely read something about it. I haven't seen anything I haven't seen an actual model for it though. So I don't think it's something that'll be coming this update, but I have heard something about that. Also, that is not what I thought it was. That is a Frunze. Actually, that's the premium Frunze, the Perch. Torpedo away and get out of dodge. Is that too much lead? That's not too much lead, that's perfect, I think. Let's pretend we didn't see that, shall we? Let's pretend we didn't see my torpedo just go through the Frunze. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah. We'll just ignore that. God damn it. I don't know what happened. I might have also just missed him by a hair. That or his bow is a lot shallower than I thought it was, but that hurts. That hurts a lot. I mean, technically, yes, there is, but the... Oh boy. But the airdrop torpedoes are always 1 meter depth. They do. So, funny shenanigans happen there.
We no longer have the advantage.
They take a little bit to go up, but they don't take that long. I dropped the torpedo from far enough away where it should have been back to 1 meter depth. It might just be the cursed lineup, I guess. That or this map, really. I've gotten this map 3 times in a row, and I haven't won a single match on it yet. Oh well. I need to get Gaijin once in a while, just to confirm that I'm not a Gaijin chill. Let's see if we can get a second torpedo to land. I don't think I have enough time in this match. Especially with the enemy capturing A, the game will be over before I get to the second target. What even is capturing A? I don't think it's a destroyer. If it was, I would have seen it. And that is match.
This time the enemy has proven stronger. Withdraw.
And there we go. Bit more progress towards camos. I am actually doing decent progress on my Chidori, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And speaking of, does my Homada have a different camo? Because I don't like this unpainted camo too much. There we go. Plain old green is fine. And we'll just keep going. And if we do get Green Mountains Gulf again, I am banning that map for the rest of the stream. Because it just isn't an optimal frigate map. At least not for this frigate. I mean, I say that, but I have been getting pretty decent damage numbers with the Chidori on Green Mountains Gulf. Just not the most fun matches. Actually, now let's think of it. No. I need to check out what happened to the torpedo in the replay. I need to take a note of that. You know, sometimes I think to myself, I should just have like a pile of post-its that I can just stick to my monitor, so I stop forgetting stuff. But I need to remember to look at what happened to the torpedo, because I do feel slightly robbed. African Gulf could be decent. What's the team composition, Buzzard? Oh, at least he's on our team. Milk 3-7 at least, but then again we are playing 3-7. Let's just spawn in and see what happens. Yugumo 4-3, lovely. Right back up to SKR levels, because why would we ever leave SKR levels? Why do you even do this to yourself, Milk? Yeah. Is that 47? Isn't that a 4.7 destroyer?
Take him down.
Are you not spaded even, Milk? Oof. You know, I spaded the, ouch. I spaded the Chidori years ago. Back when it came out. I think I have one memory of spading the Chidori, and that was fighting a Trento, or some Italian cruiser, and torpedoing it on the open ocean like single circle cap maps.
Affirmative.
Yeah, I remember spading this thing and getting to within like half a kilometer of an Italian cruiser, and then torpedoing it. It's wild stuff. Just wild stuff. That was before I even considered recording stuff though, so that's long lost to time. Sadly. Like this little Chidori squad. Moving up. It would be incredibly funny if we could snipe that RS3 from over here.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Not that far off, actually. But the Buzzard is just going to annihilate that RS3, isn't it? Ooh, what are you? A actual threat? Also Vager, that is shameful. Sinking to a American torpedo.
Victory is near.
It was shameful sinking to a Peacock, but I think I do have the upper hand in this fight. I need to try shooting his bridge, and I'm just cutting Vager off in spawn. I'm sorry about that. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, look, an SKR. Exactly what I want to see at this point. What is this turret? Why is turret doing a 360? Why is he 360 no-scoping us? Please, I don't want to be BM'd like this. Use that little island fortress as cover between me and the SKR. Please do. I'm absolutely not mad about somebody stealing an SKR, just kill it with fire. If anything, it poses a bigger threat to me than I do to it. And one getting bombed by a Stuka is incredibly funny. There we go. Good stuff.
Somebody attack him.
Huh. Vega approaching the B point. I think I can deal with that. Look at that Stuka. Just for the love of God, don't sail into my mast. Sail fly into the mast, I mean. Enemy on sea? Oh, that's not good. That's not good, that's not good. That is not dodgeable torpedo range. No, just take them on the bow, please. Not the magazine. Damn it. Oh well. Try to get a torpedo kill. Ooh, he's in a wyvern now. It's tempting. It was very tempting to intercept. Can't quite see him. There he is. And another one of our destroyers is getting bullied by a PT boat. I'll just focus on getting a torpedo kill, I think. What a torpedo. I've also lost sight of the wyvern. Never mind, it's been shot down. Oh, I see a frenzy. Let's see if we can actually torpedo it and not have it sail right underneath its bow again. That seems like a T-22. Kind of scary. Just pray to the snail and dodge the anti-air. Lead, drop, and get out. This time I hit. Although that was an AI, wasn't it? And I don't think those count for the torpedo task. Now to get out of dodge. And the wyvern did get shot down, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And it also left. Good. But it don't count, damn it. Oh well. At least it's vengeance for that one missed courage. Should have gone for that guy, really.
Take him down.
Apparently there's a bow fighter at 0 altitude. And it's been shot down. There's a Frank Knox. That's disgusting. Oh boy. Actually, we've been lucky enough to not have that many Frank Knoxes yet. Not have encountered many of them. And smooth as butter. I mean, yeah. At least you didn't get jumped by a brave boarder, like 20 meters in front of you. But let's reload the torpedo and try and get ourselves a victim. Or a second one, rather. A second target.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Now, it would be incredibly funny to torpedo a gearing. But I'm never going to get close enough to a gearing. He's right there, isn't he? And the aircraft as well. Nah, they don't. Planes calls because you start with, I think, 400 spawn points. There's only 250 spawn points to get, and I got that again by like doing 2 kills. Hey, Chidori. That's 100% the gearing right there. And you know the fun part? If the gearing is going to stay stationary, I can torpedo him from maximum range. Because I know the range to the gearing because he's next to the cap. And my torpedo range is 2 kilometers. So I could do a maximum range drop. Try at least. He's not going to stay stationary though, but I'm going to drop it here and get the hell out. Let's see what happens. I think the gearing was moving forward, but it doesn't seem like it. Is he? No, he is. He is moving forward. Let's see if we can... please ram into the island, just beat yourself. That thing with torpedo is too slow for it to do anything either. Yeah, no, it's just gonna miss. It was a good attempt. Actually, I can follow in the torpedo like this, can't I? Yeah, it wasn't the worst attempt. But sadly the gearing has brains, and who's described there? I really need to make that thing bigger so I can actually check it, but thank you anyways. This is, let me land and I'll show you. But it's only something you can do for airdropped ordnance. You cannot do this for ship-launched torpedoes, sadly. But I'll show you in just a moment when I've put this bird down. And destroyers are not easy targets to torpedo, unless they're really low BR ones with no anti-air. But yeah, that is controls, and I think it is follow. Is it? It should be an aircraft. What is it? I've got it bound to U. I need to find where it is. Where is... There it is. Tracking camera bomb torpedo. Yeah, it is somewhat a shame that you can only do it for airdropped ordnance. But on the other hand, scouting through torpedoes would be a bit potent. Did that gearing just reverse back into its original position? Cheeky little destroyer. I'm gonna try this again. Hide myself behind some low island cover. Darn it. Let's fly at wave top level. And get close to the gearing. Darn it, he's sailing forward again. Connection to server is lost. Is really bad timing, and also now I see the tree that people were talking about. Torpedo away. And that was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Now get out of dodge. And oh boy. I was actually more convinced that the torpedo would just overshoot the target, but I'm very happy that it actually hit the gearing right where I wanted. And that is why I like torpedo bombers.
Attack the enemy.
Still gonna lose this match, but it's one more torpedo kill for the battle pass task.
Attack the B point. Air 100, 1,000 meters.
Well, that's also a torpedo kill I'll have to check now. Because that was pretty darn cool. A bit of a rough landing. And the game's most likely going to be over by the time I take off again. I'm actually quite, I'm still quite shocked that the torpedo actually managed to connect. Because there's a lot of stuff that could have gone wrong with that drop. Me just not hitting the water with the torpedo just beaching itself, that being that close to an island. Torpedo not arming, being that close to the ship. That was a very lucky torpedo strike. clearly. I mean, yeah, that was a valuable target to get with a torpedo. The gearing over protecting the sea point. Because friendly's about to enter the B point too. Amazing. If they're actually going to enter the B point, that deal looks quite battered. I'd be having some troubles just turning into the point. Is it a Fletcher? I think that's a Fletcher. Can't quite identify it. Oh, what is that? Actually Japanese, isn't it? Yeah, that was a much more fun match. So, first and foremost, we're going to rename the replay so I remember it. Or at least I can find it again. Orb 8 gearing. And that was the one that I missed, wasn't it? Missed Kirch. And I'll check this out at a later point. Maybe close to the end of the stream. One more torp kill to go for the battle pass task. And let's... Oh. Vader. I'm not gonna up-tier myself to 5-7. That's not what's gonna happen. It's gone as expected. It has gone as expected. I do actually deep down in my heart like the Chidori. As a ship, its PR is really rough though for it. But it's been going alright. I've been getting decent amount of damage done, and when I don't, I still have fun matches. Surprisingly. Matport is going to be a difficult one. This is also not a map ideal for frigates. Exactly. Fletcher class. And a Nakazuki. No, that's a Haru. For a second I thought it was a Hatsuzuki. Frank Knox is also 4-7. This map, as a frigate. In a full up tier, this is not going to end well. Not well at all, and that's Nescar already paddling us, isn't it? With a bit of luck, we're so small the enemy won't notice us. The current navigational skills of my teammates are leaving much to be desired, and might actually sink milk if they're not going to get their act straight. And we lost our Frank Knox. Yikes! That's all I have for that. Just a good healthy yikes. I would describe these circumstances as bad omens for the remainder of this match. And there goes a smoke from the Hatsuharu. Whilst he's behind an island, in cover from most enemies. Yeah, so if you're looking for like behavioral types that you shouldn't replicate, I think we found a few examples. And there goes the cowl.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So our two most potent ships, the Fletcher and the Frank Knox, died really quickly. Oh boy. This is indeed the 3.7 coastal experience. Are there two SKRs? Because I believe I did shoot at an SKR and hurt it a bit more than the crew percentage that guy has left.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
The cows. One death quitters as well. Oh, amazing. Just purely amazing. Switch fire to the SKR now. And that is the one that was hurt quite a bit. There is another SKR. I'm seeing rockets coming from that side. There he is. But we'll keep ourselves preoccupied with this one first. And there goes the Hatsuharu again inking in self-defense. Which is not how smoke works in this game. This is not World of Warships. Just smoking up as soon as you get shot at in a destroyer does not save you. Please, Bug. Please. Please just shoot the SKR and nothing else. What is going on in this match? I'm not understanding it anymore. Because that's just an ink blob as well. Ah, no, that makes sense. And there's now an Italian albatross. Is that a human? That isn't, so he shouldn't be focusing it really. You know what? I'm just gonna keep reversing until I'm back behind the island cover. And reevaluate the choices I've made. Need to stop the flooding at some point. Actually, let's do this first because my engine is knocked out. Don't have the crew to do this really. Somehow killed the Groza. Somehow the Albatross got torpedoed. So I might survive yet, if I can repair the flooding. I really don't have the crew percentage to deal with this. Oh, it's permanent flooding, is it? In my engine room. Lovely. So I am a dead ship sailing. And why is there a G-class just full speed going around that corner? What is this match? Why there's multiple of them? This is wild. What is going on? Why am I top of the team? Just what is it? Hold on. This is starting to hurt me. How do I have the most damage done in a 3.7 frigate? It shouldn't be a 3.7. When we had a gearing and a Fletcher. What is happening? I'm not touching that at all. So let's see if there's an isolated enemy destroyer I can go for. These two one def quitting are genuinely wild. They had a full down tier in American destroyers. You on this map, this is a really good map for American destroyers as well because it's close range fighting, lots of cover to hide behind in case needed, and they gave up. Also, the SKR does not like my presence. That has been noted. That German destroyer on the other side of B is a very tempting target. You see B? The island is ideal cover for me to approach it. Big yike. Now that coastal is less than ideal, because if that's an AI coastal that will shred me apart. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. He seems critically damaged. Drop the torpedo and get out of here. Torpedoes on target. Torpedoes on target. Torpedo? Just detonated his bow. Could be worse. Could be better. Could be significantly better. It was indeed just a hit. But a hit can still sink him, because torpedoes do cause permanent flooding on destroyers. Oh. Now I'm gonna get hit by a barrage of 76. Yeah, the permanent flooding thing has made torpedoes a lot more useful. And because I'm a coastal, all of their secondary guns open up as well, which might not do the most damage, but they still damage me. Which, kind of annoying. Is that the Aviary? No, Aviary only has 4 guns. That's the premium Geniere. Not that common ship either. Flooding like crazy, because for some reason this ship likes to flood. And I think when I get sunk in this ship, I'm just not gonna respawn. This match is not worth it. It's not that it's not worth it. It's just unsalvageable with my lineup. Unless I have enough spawn points for a fight, which I can just fly around in, but I don't think I have. And there I go. I'm just gonna quicken up this process, never mind, they actually finished me off. I think I'm just gonna do the Asago, because at least then I'll die quickly when they start shooting me. That's probably the last thing I wanted to see within line of sight. Not gonna lie. Where's the SKR? There he is. I might actually sink this SKR if I shoot his turrets. Just deal enough crew damage to turrets, please. Please be below minimum crew levels, please. There's SKR shooting. He is sinking though. The SKR is actually sinking. Who will get the kill? I got the kill. This match has had a very Looney Tune feeling to it. Just bizarre. From beginning to end. I'm getting closer and closer to the Chidori camo, that's for sure. Yeah, well, keep going. Still need one more torpedo kill too. Quite a lot more score for the Naval Star as well. South Kvarken boats. A small version of Kvarken. This might be good, because I think that is actually BR limited. Although, open spawns again, although you can spawn up there. Yeah, I'll spawn up there. This might be promising. Small match. And there's an Impetual also. I should have kept my mouth shut, shouldn't I? This looks promising, my ass. Okay, we do have a Grafton, but they have a gearing -1, so yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna sail up north towards the airpoint. I'm not gonna deal with any of those blue water vessels. And just sail full speed towards the airpoint, I guess. That's. I could have played this match in Bliss, not knowing there was an Impetual also out there. But now I do. Blissful ignorance, rather. Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid that as much as possible, but this spawn is basically a straight shooting corridor through here, doesn't it? This crossing towards the airport might be quite dangerous. I don't know if many of their coastals will actually go down there, though. It's a bit of a weird route. Already an enemy on A, which is a PGO2. And is it one of the? It is one of the squad, of course. And it's going to annihilate all of our teammates, isn't it? Maybe our friendly PJ2 has some kind of chance against it. What sample? And thank you for... it's 2 PJ2s. Okay, the squad is a PJ2 squad then. Fun times. So in other words, we are going to lose this match unless our team can deal with the Impetuoso. And that's what I'm getting.
The enemy is winning.
And there's the Impetuoso's first kill on the T-22. And our PJ2 left after 1 death, because, of course, it's a PJ2. And the T-22 is also left. Yeah, this match is already lost. Still going to play the most I can, but I'm not expecting a victory out of this one. Luckily, that doesn't matter for my goal for this stream. All I need is damage done. Luckily, the PJ2s do not have any torpedo armament I need to be wary of, not even depth charges. They can drop artillery on me, but I think I'll be fine. I hope I'll be fine. There we go, now the PJ2s are paying attention. Thing is, they can't knock out all of my 25s. Can, however, knock out my bridge and then arty me. It is very much within their power. There's the arty drop, but the lead is incredibly wrong. And again, neither of them have torpedoes, so I'm not worried about just pushing in. Granted, 2 of them might actually shred me if they get to my sides, but this guy just decided to pop out in front of me. That is a friendly aircraft, I heard, thank God. Also, it seems our destroyers are turning it around. No escaping us there, PJ2. And on to the A point I go. Key 48. That's going to be a problem. And the missile is already on its way.
The Allied forces have captured a zone.
I have an idea. I have a dastardly idea. And that is, use smoke. He has to manually guide that missile in. Well, that missile is getting really close. And it one-shot me, because of course it did. Eh. Did get enough naval targets destroyed for my plane though. And I find it really strange that its missile reached me that quickly, because the last time I played the Key 48, that missile doesn't get anywhere near as fast to the target. But oh well. Yeah, I probably should. But you know I won't, because I am streaming. I need to talk. But I really probably should shut up, shouldn't I? Every now and then. That's an albatross. Doesn't mean it's not a viable torpedo target. Guess I have to watch my speed. Good. Oh, AI gunners on boats are scary. Watch the trees. Torpedo aligned. Torpedo away. Not gonna survive though, but the torpedo's gonna hit and do next to nothing. I was really hoping that would detonate him, but then I see that his ammunition is behind his turret and not under it. Come on, this is just a scratch. We can fly away. Come on. I really should shut up. Did cause some heavy flooding on that albatross though. Almost got away with it. And I got domed by a 40 mil. Also, if you're in a plane, be on the lookout for the Key 48 so you could sink it. Or well, shoot it down rather, because you can't sink planes. And not in that sense. Because I really do not want somebody who can actually use a Key 48 out and about and alive. I mean, yeah. And again, a Key 48 does need its altitude to get a proper guidance on target. And if it has to land to rearm, it might not be able to get a proper strike in again. At least that is my copium. So I do get another Key 48 missile to the face, I at least have an excuse. I hope I have an excuse. Whatever. I'm just fully expecting to get another missile to the face. Okay, the albatross got sunk by my torpedo. And there is the criminal. So please, for the love of God, shoot him down. Never mind, you're no longer in the plane. And the G-Class could shoot him down, because I think the G-Class has VT on its main guns. So all you have to do is just aim for it and then shoot it down. He does have the missile on him. That's very concerning. I don't know what enemy is on sea, but I think it's a boat. And there's another albatross. Actually, it could be the Mitsuki that didn't finish off, couldn't it?
We no longer have the advantage.
And the Key 48 missile to the G-Class. Yeah. Although it is going down now, at least. And I'm about to get nailed by this albatross.
Destroy the target.
Please let me hit that showroom again. Please. Never mind, he got torpedoed by the G-Class. Lucky me. That's slightly less lucky. That's vague as well. If that just decides to shoot me, I'll be dead.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
That is genuinely the feeling when you try and play coastal vessels at destroyer BRs. Front as well. This is just not going too well. Not going too swimmingly. Why on earth are you flying a gladiator? What Mark 25 is opening upon? It's the albatross.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I love continuously using my main guns. Especially when I just repair them. And there I go. Can't use my torpedo tubes because they're knocked out as well. Just gonna jab because there's no point in me trying to stay afloat. And let's see if I have a spawn left. I do. Let's get some of the heavier guns in then. With the Satsuki or the Mutsuki, whatever it is definitely going to capture the B point. And there we go. Oh, actually, we only need one more kill. Lovely. And well, the tickets just bled out as well, didn't it? Ooh, send me an invite. No clue who you are. And that is the torpedo challenge done, because I did actually torpedo that albatross. Lovely. And we're one good match away from getting the star done. And a couple more good matches away from getting the camo unlocked. Well, let's keep going. At least until I get the star done. I think, yeah, when we get the Mark of Distinction done, I'll recheck those torpedo kills that I have replays of, and then probably end it there. Actually curious, how much crew XP am I getting? Not nearly enough to ace it, at least, not anytime soon. Actually, how much RP have I been earning the last few matches? That doesn't matter. Yeah, decent numbers, but I mean, 720k, that's gonna be a while. And there we go, one more match. Volcanic Islands, the map they ruined. The only real place to go nowadays in a frigate is middle spawn, and then maybe the A point, like the A point, something like that. But taking any other spawn in the middle spawn in a destroyer is now just pure suicide. So just always take the middle spawn. Bune is a reserve, so I think 3-3 as well. 183 is a 3-3, PT808 is 3-3, but that's a given. And PR206, almost a full up tier. Oh, they're in SKR range again. But then when are we not? Come on, stop wiggling, PT810. Can I arc that over the island? I cannot. And there's an Impetuoso again. And what do we have for destroyers? Reserve, 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 and me. Lovely. And there in this match again. Oh, we are not gonna have a good time. How Vader survived that one is a miracle.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
2 PG2s again. Ooh, he didn't go around the corner at full speed. Really not the brightest, are they? Although they are trying to just snipe the coastals. And there's a Drache as well. not really just having the best of streamer luck at the moment. Luckily, a Drache isn't that much of a threat when you actually have destroyer caliber guns. If we can only hit this rear crew compartment. There we go. That is an AI 810. I'd like to hit anything other than the rear section of that ship at the moment, but I am having a massive skill issue with my aim. Come on. Oh well, it'll be a kill for whoever can see him next. Yep, no, I remember SKRs are 4.3, so you can see them in 3.3s. And with an event going on, you will see them in 3.3s.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
Already 5k damage, that's already worthwhile for me. Let's see if we can push that a bit further. Don't like the fact that input you also sunk something behind us. That PR206 is being a menace and needs to be stopped. Where is it? And it's been stopped by a PT6 of all things.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
I hear an aircraft. And I don't think it's a friendly. I could have sworn I heard an aircraft. So I'm gonna keep those gunners and air targets only for the time being. And there goes our reserve guy just sailing through a cap. Awesome. And there is an aircraft up. Okay, maybe some more free damage on the LCS. Yeah, this is not good weather to try and do a Key 48 shenanigans. More free damage in the form of a German coastal. Lovely. 12,000 damage in a Chidori is a very good progress for a single battle. There's something else shooting as well, isn't there? I want to get out of here. I don't like the look of that. Oh, it's an HE-51, never mind. So let's just try and get into the B area as fast as possible. Because I don't like long-range shooting with this thing. Especially not against Moskvas. You know, for somebody who got like 7 kills in a PR-206, you'd think the Moskva could shoot a bit better than that. But I am not complaining. Oh, what's that? What's that destroyer? It's a Mitsuki. That's not the worst destroyer to face. Especially when their guns are facing the wrong direction. Am I seeing it correctly? Nope, no, they were facing this direction. Ouch. It hurts. And I really want to try and hit the magazine. I splashed it. Can I get a kill for that magazine? Dropping torpedoes, but it doesn't matter because I can just run and hide. There we go. Can I actually run and hide from the Mitsuki's torpedoes at the moment? My knocked out bridge. Oh, is the Impetuous also at their airfield, is it? Also, that's not a... That is the float HE-51. And then, of course, the Impetuous dies, and I can't get my guns to the press. And I guess I have to recapture A. I'm trying to spot a torpedo trail from that Mitsuki because I did see it launch a torpedo. But I'm not seeing any torps. Trying to listen for any propeller noises as well, but nothing of the sort. So off to the A point I go. With the enemy capturing B behind me. Yeah, no problem, Vader. Again, I didn't actually play this ship to have fun. I played it because I needed to get the camo done. And because I didn't have any other good excuse to play this ship. And coastals at this BR are just not the most fun experience to try and grind. But thanks for the games anyway, Vader. I stopped the ticket bleed in the nick of time. What I think, let's be one more death and it's game over. They're capturing B. Got knock avoid right there. What is he doing? I did get a monstrous amount of damage done my Chidori this match at least. I know, Vader. But it's something.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
And there we go. That is a really good match on Chidori. Despite it being a defeat. 16k damage, so 32,000 points towards the camo. Good stuff. And that is the Mark of Distinction done. Yeah, look at that. 33,000 points towards the camo. Mark of Distinction done. So with that, I'm going to end the matches for today. Actually, I need to collect reward. Which decal do I get? Not the good one. Okay. And I was going to look at those replays. So I think this was the one where I missed the courage. And I need to see what actually happened. For as far as the replays can be accurate with torpedo impact stuff. So we'll have to fast forward because it happened close to the end. Yeah, this is the one, I believe. I could jump ahead, but that really does weird stuff to markers and to torpedo trails. I don't think it's a good idea. So I'll just wait. We're fast forwarding like this. Okay, here it goes. That's the guy we're going to torpedo. Let's go from my perspective so I can see when the torpedo drops. Okay, so there goes the torpedo. Let's see what happens. There should be plenty of distance for the torpedo to go up again. Oh, there it is. Sadly, I can't see. It's right there. So it's not deep. I think I just missed, didn't I? Yeah, I just missed. It just went in front of the ship. By a darn hair. Look at that. Oh well. That explains it. I thought I missed it, but really darn close. Really darn close. But now we go to the fun torpedo kill. This will also require a lot of fast forwarding. And we just keep fast forwarding. Because as I just said, I do record replays in like minute intervals, so I could fast forward it like that, but that is weird stuff with torpedo tracking and player tracking. It's only my second torpedo drop, isn't it? No, it's gonna be another one, because this is the one I missed, isn't it? I tried to drop from longer range and he just sailed out. So one is that one. It will be this one. Which I also actually want to take a screenshot of something real quick. Because I did fly in really low. So hold on. There we go. And there we go. Now back to my own player view. Let's go see what happens. Because I am actually kind of curious how this torpedo exactly hit him. Floating tree. So at this point... This is where I should drop the torpedo, there it is. So let's do free camera again. Let's keep the HUD active. Look at that, man, that's... The fact that this torpedo armed is something. It's entering the water there. And they arm as soon as you see the trail on them. So it's not armed, not armed, not armed. I think it might have just literally armed as it hit it. That was a glorious torpedo drop. And I think that deserves another screenshot. Hold on. That'll do. Yeah, that will be it for tonight. As I do not want to just keep hitting my head against a brick wall that is Chidori. Despite how much fun I seem to be having. I think I'll grind a camo for another day. But yeah. I'm eagerly anticipating the next update. And oop. Well, I think you've joined me late if you're still wanting to watch it. Just find you. I mean, yeah. I could just do one more match. Let's just do one more match, why not? I'll do one more match because if you did just find me, it's a bit of a shame to join the stream just as I was about to end it. But anyways, as I was going to say, I am eagerly looking forward to the next patch, the next update, which I'm assuming will drop in a week, maybe 2. Thank you. But don't feel obligated to. But yeah, just a lot more of waiting to do for the queue and for the update. Yeah, you don't really... There's not that many out there. I know that Gunship streams a bit, the commander for iNavy, but I'm not the biggest fan of his streams, to be honest. And he doesn't stream for very long either. But I think he does stream the Naval Stars. So like in the coming days, he does stream a bit. But I'm not sure if you're going to like his streams much. Other than that, I can't really think of a War Thunder Naval streamer other than myself. There's probably quite a few out there, but I don't really look for War Thunder Naval streams myself. And there we go. Into a battle again. Bering Sea. This is a 4.0 maximum map, so I should not see any SKRs. Which might make this a very fun match to end on. For the YouTube channel, I only do naval. But I do play the other game modes as well. It's just that I like naval the most out of the... I'm sorry, Vager, but you know how it is with a snail. 3-7 still, of course. Yeah. This should be a decent match, I think. But yeah, no, I do play a mix of all the game modes in my free time. Although, like, it goes naval, air, and then tanks, because I do not like tanks. At least, not really. Yeah, neither am I. I do still quite like playing air every now and then. Although some BRs are a bit painful. I've been recently, with the addition of the Benelux sub-tree, been grinding up the French air tree. And I've gotten to their jets already. But I still have to work on those. Get some actual Belgian aircraft. Okay. Apparently my HE shall phase through the 40mm mount. And that just missed, because my dispersion is being dispersion. And I've missed out on most of the damage. Actually, no, I still got 1400. Oh, hello. I'm seeing PJ2 tracers. I'm seeing rocket fire from a 183. I think I should be occupying myself at the B point. Yeah, the Japanese air tree I really like. I'm a Japanese main, so to say. Although I do play a bit of every nation. But my first air tree, my first ground tree, well, not really ground tree, but my first air tree I completed was the Japanese one. It's actually my only completed air tree. And I do like them a lot. I do think they were better back when we had nation-based matchmaking. And you got the Pacific maps. The Pacific maps for Araby are really fun. Hello, 183. I think you've already run out of rockets, haven't you? Okay, that hurts, but he's dead. That's, I think, the guy in the 183 I just sank. You need to be careful about the Jaguar because he has torpedoes, and he did launch them. Torpedoes right there. Didn't see any other torpedo trails, so we should be safe. There's a few enemy destroyers over at sea. But ideally our friendly should be able to deal with that, and I did take a torpedo to the stern, that's not good. But it could be worse. Not quite sure what I took a torpedo from, but oh well. HE-111, it's still optimal. G-class frontal magazines are exposed. I mean, yeah, they are coastals, and I am in a Japanese frigate. So shredding does tend to occur. Okay, the 111 got shot down by Gabbiano, lovely, but I am kind of worried it has a big bomb, and it is flying over me. It was indeed a very big bomb, but it did nothing to me somehow. Also trying to hit the magazine on this G-class, but just not hitting it. More propeller noises, but not going for me. Yeah, I should just stop going for the magazine and go for the engines instead. Gonna put my gunners on all targets again, because I'm a bit concerned about PT boats sneaking up on me. It seems the air threat is a bit more serious. So I'll keep them on aircraft. Targets, torpedoes from the rear. Not quite sure what launched them, but it didn't hit me at least. Sunk. Okay, there's an enemy on B. That's suboptimal. And there's a torpedo from that side. That was a G-class torpedo, and I'm sinking. Well, 11,000 damage done is good. And almost 12,000. Let's chat with that, because that ship was sinking anyways. And I think we'll move to the sea point to try and intercept or take that away from the enemy. It's over here, PT boat. Put gunners on all targets again. Sap just went clean through the boat, but that's to be expected. And the enemy is capturing all points.
We no longer have the advantage. We no longer have the advantage.
Decapping C of a fast boat, by the looks of it. There's an enemy Leopard on B, I believe. Let's see what's actually out there. Leave some space for the SF-40 to maneuver around the corner if it needs be. Not that it's that quick, but still, no reason to squish it against the island. That's probably an AI boat. It is. It's offering a threat to me. There's the Leopard. Gotta slow down so the Leopard goes in front of my guns. The rear gun actually should already have him in line of sight. There we go. Enemy Clemson class. Got a friendly decapping B, excellent. And it should be that Clemson Delta soon as well. There he goes, sinking. And that's the enemy team actually almost already wiped out. 15,000 damage, again, very good. Actually better off manually controlling the 25, so shred this PT boat. All extra damage is good. Now we switch back to the sap for that leopard. Mind, the AI gunners actually took him out. Now where is this leopard? There he is. Severely damaged already, because he just went in front of 3 destroyers. If you count me as a destroyer at least. There we go. Now we just need to contest the A point, but I think we've already got somebody going there. And it's game over. Yeah, it is. I got lucky with the matchmaking. It was pretty much my own BR and a bit of a down tier. It's a very close range map, which is excellent for this ship. There's the secondary 25 mils tear coastals apart. Other than that, yeah. A very nice match to end it on.
Oh, excellent.
And yeah, I will end it on this match though, because I have been streaming for a little close to 3 hours. And as a side note, Delta, all my streams that I do stay on my channel permanently. So if you're ever bored and want to watch through hours of naval matches, you have my live streams. And my regular videos, I better not talk about my upload schedule. I think the last normal video I uploaded was 6 months ago, which is bad. I really need to get better with that, but oh well. Yeah. And that is... yeah, some really good grinding done for my Chidori camo. Probably going to get it next week if I really want to. And yeah, as I was going to close off before the last match, I'm looking forward to the next major update, which should be in a week or 2. Gonna be grinding the ever-loving hell out of the French Coastal 3 and the Magi. But yeah, thank you all for watching as usual, and I will see you all next week normally. So yeah, see you later.